Warren, your obsession with Hollywood is starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. B, I look forward to serving as your number 2.
Well, actually, I already have a number 2. Meet Charlie, my Dwight.
You don't look so tough.
Well, actually, there are 18 ways I could kill you right now.
I'm in. I'll raise. I fold.
Where's Warren?
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't Warren's type.
Oh. Well, who needs a billionaire anyway, right?
Oh, I got myself a billionaire. It's just not Warren. Come in, sweetie.
Hi, girls.
This is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
You come here and sit right down, and I will grab us a couple of beers.
Deal me in. Is this really Jamie Lee Curtis?
Is this really Mr. Munger, excuse me. Please call me Jamie as long as I can call you Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. I'm Susan Lucci. Oh, haven't you heard about the deal between Warren and me? He's going to be a big star at All My Children, and I'm going to be taking over Berkshire Hathaway.
Well, you've certainly got some important qualities that Warren lacks.
Well, thank you, Charlie. There's some changes I really think we need to make around here. The first thing we need to look at is our dividend policy. I have never heard of anything so cheap and so unfair to our wonderful shareholders. We need to change it.
Sounds good to me.
Charlie, have you seen the new trailer for Iron Man 3? It's really amazing.
Iron who?
Charlie will get on his knees for you. I can
Check, please.
Yeah. Do we have a deal?
Okay, yes.
Oh, thank you. Charlie, it's about time. I'm right up.
Who's that, Charlie? Oh, give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Charlie, it's Jamie. Oh, it's so great talking to you, too.
1, 2, 3. Heisenberg.
Jesse.
All right. I'm going to call my partner and have him draw up the papers.
Wait a minute. Did you just put that piece of brittle back in the batch?
That's right there.
Contaminated the whole thing.
Charlie? It's done.
Slick, yo. Brittle, bitches.
Well, a Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting is partly a fun festival. It's sort of a Mardi Gras for people that come every year. It's a chance for us to have a lot of fun and meet the people that have entrusted us with their money.
Well, we used to have just 30 people in a cafeteria, and now we have this huge public spectacle. Celebration is part of making a group of people work well together. It's a celebration.
I think investors who own Berkshire Hathaway, they see themselves as a part of a community. There are more long-term holders of Berkshire than any company. People consider it a religion.
They don't buy it with the idea they're going to sell it next week. I think most of them buy it with the intent of holding it for their lifetime, just like they buy a farm or buy an apartment house. At Berkshire, everybody gets the same information from the comprehensive annual report. We don't meet with the analysts. I'm not interested in what an analyst thinks about Berkshire. I'm interested in what the owners of Berkshire think about Berkshire.
He came out of a private partnership where people he knew were trusting him. And he had his relatives in the partnership, and they were not rich. And as it got bigger, started treating everybody else the way he treated his relatives.
In terms of our feeling toward the people who are shareholders, we regard them as our partners. They're not some faceless group of people. And that's why at the annual meeting, I love seeing 40,000 of them. It gives real meaning to what we're doing every day. Warren Buffett. And that's me with Charlie in an unscripted and spontaneous photos taken in Savannah, Georgia, early in 1982. Our wives could tell us apart, as long as we wore name tags. When Charlie and I first met in 1959, it was as if twins who had been separated at birth were reunited. But there were a few important differences between Charlie and me that many people missed. Let me elaborate. For one thing, I was only interested in whether things worked. Charlie wanted to know how things worked. I would turn on a switch, and if the TV or light bulb went on, I could not care less about what had caused that miracle. Charlie, however, would want to understand every aspect of how the generator worked, how electricity traveled to his home, the merits of AC versus DC, whatever. You could say that Charlie understood electricity better than Thomas Edison ever did. Like his hero, Ben Franklin, Charlie wanted to understand everything, and he pretty well succeeded. Additionally, Charlie liked to design things. When we met in 1959, he was designing and building the house in which he lived throughout his life. He once wanted to design a home for me in Santa Barbara on a piece of property Berkshire inherited. Fat chance. In 1958, I bought the house I now live in, but I would have been happy with any of 100 or more houses as long as it was in the general neighborhood of where I was then renting. Of course, I wanted my wife to like it, and I wanted to have room for 4 or 5 kids. But what it looked like inside, outside, was irrelevant. The difference, of course, was of supreme importance to Berkshire. Charlie's architectural thoughts led to the Berkshire Hathaway of today. Some of you may be surprised that Charlie first became a director of Berkshire in 1978. Through a small partnership, I had bought control of Berkshire early in 1965. Charlie then didn't have a penny invested in Berkshire, but he immediately told me my purchase was just plain dumb, which it was. Charlie then did for me what needed to be done to correct my error, and over time, we worked together to achieve his vision. Charlie, in effect, became the architect of today's Berkshire. The architect is the person who dreams of, then designs, then finally supervises the construction of great structures. The carpenters and the roofers, that's me, are needed, but the architect is the genius who provides the blueprint. Berkshire has become a great company with a unique group of owners. The directors of Berkshire are the trustees of the structure Charlie designed that lives beyond his lifetime and will live far beyond mine. I'm now going to introduce these directors and give you a short first quarter report and the outlook for the company. After that, we will take your questions. Please turn up the lights, and I hope you'll join me in applauding Charlie Munger, the architect of Berkshire.